The Life of a Basketball Trainer, Video 1. One of the things I just finished up was a podcast on the 50-day challenge. All the players that we work with locally were given a 50-day challenge on ball handling and shooting. And so we talked about on our Coach's Edge podcast what that looked like, percentage of our players that completed the podcast, the challenge, I should say, and some of the improvement and growth that we've seen from consistently challenging our players to document and track their work throughout the course of these 50 days. Most players don't put down their work, right? And so teaching them the habits of logging their work is going to benefit them, not just in their basketball playing career, but in everything that they do. So it's a lot of emails. I don't like texting people, so I don't love doing phone calls. So those are kind of, secondary, but main source of communication. So we're emailing parents about our workout from last week. We're sending out a reminder for our program for next week. We're emailing our CoachesEdge.coach members, our members only email with some video content that we've created on the no middle defense. We're sending a mass email out to our non-Coach's Edge members list about our podcast and some of the information we have on the no middle defense, as well as our brand new shooting guide. And we are scheduling some social media posts, and I'll spend hours every day on my computer doing email, touching base with coaches, scheduling social media posts, and when we're scheduling our clinics, there's a lot of time doing contracts and emailing back and forth on gym rentals and contracts, fees, payments, and creating website registrations on the back end of our website. So there's a lot that I do from a technology standpoint on the back end of our website to create online registrations, different events, graphics, flyers, things of that nature. And I'm also volunteering for the City of Myrtle Beach Youth Basketball League. And so I'm communicating with some coaches on what information they need from me, background checks, information like that. Not associated with Cramer basketball, but kind of. I mean, I don't get paid for it, but I just love coaching. And so we're getting ready for that season, which starts up in a couple weeks as well. So I'll keep finishing this workup, and then I'm going to get a little workout in. So 15 minutes on the bike, nice and easy. This is my first time getting, any type of workout in outside of training players in the gym since I had the flu last week. So it's just kind of like getting the body back acclimated, because what's worse than not working out for a while is getting sick. And some of those first workouts coming back, and I've been at points where I'm feeling good after I've been sick, and so I'll go really, really hard, and then I get sick again. And not like the sickness, but I'll be really worn down for another day, the next day, 2 days, something like that. So it's more about slowly ramping up after you've been sick and just getting the body moving. But overall physical goals for the winter are to bulk up. I was at 187. I'm 6'3". I was at 187. And I want to get up into the low 190s, like 193, give or take. But I got sick, so now I'm down to like 182. And so now I want to put on at least 10 pounds of muscle. And, since I've been sick, like hopefully these first 5 pounds come back pretty easy. When you're dehydrated and you haven't eaten as much over the past week, first 5 should come on pretty easy. But those next 5-6 pounds, I've always had trouble putting on muscle, putting on weight. So I'm really gonna have to work for those. But the goal is, people set goals for the beginning of the year. I like to set some goals at the end of the year. And so for me, that's being in the low 190s by New Year. So the journey begins, and assuming I can stay healthy, hopefully we can make that happen and be nice and strong. My off season is players in season. Players are doing their most, games and traveling and all that stuff. And for me, this is my off season, is players in season. So it's my chance to bulk up and, not put as many miles on the body, and instead try to focus on making sure I'm healthy and adding some muscle before things get really busy when March comes in. So that's the plan. Okay, then I did some mobility and some stretching using the band, not using the band. Certainly not going to show you all of this, but as I'm not getting any younger. So the importance for me to stay consistent with this is big. I don't work on my mobility and my flexibility nearly enough in these winter months, like November through February. So I'm trying to bulk up. I need to keep my flexibility and hopefully improve upon it throughout the course of these winter months. And this is something that we have certain aspects that we need to continue to improve upon. This is one for me: staying locked in, staying consistent on stretching, on different hip and lower back exercises, just to keep moving. Because these few months I'm also not in the gym as much, which is great for my body to get a rest. But because I'm in the gym so much, I'm always doing a warm-up before I get in and work out with my own players. And if I'm not doing as much of that on-court warm-up and mobility, because I'm not in the gym in general as much during the wintertime, I have to take some more ownership and do some of that on my own. So that's a big aspect of what I need to continue to improve upon throughout the course of this winter. And then I gave a basketball lesson at my house, and we're working with this young athlete on hiring their set point and eliminating that push from the chest and really working on getting under the basketball. We're making some good progress, but it's a habit that we're continuing to work on and build, and something that takes a lot of deliberate practice and focus when you're working on making a pretty significant change in one shot. Little more legs to get under that ball if you need it. Nice. Okay. And thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and you have a great day.